Good morning and welcome to a new round of Monday Morning Motivation. My name is Dan and actually going to be doing a bit of a series. The title of that series is kind of unusual. It's when you're born, you look like your parents, and when you die, you look like your decisions. It's kind of an interesting statement. What I'd like to focus on today is your career. And what I want to recommend that you do is make a mental change starting today. And I want to encourage all of you to consider yourself from now on to be self-employed. Now, I know that you currently collect a paycheck from Tegria, aka Aclara now, but I want to encourage you to have a mindset shift to, from now on, I'm self-employed. I have a partnership currently with my employer, but I'm self-employed. Why does that matter? If I'm self-employed, I take greater ownership over my future. I plan my growth. I determine my performance. I pursue partnerships. And I'm in this continuous state of climbing and getting better and focusing on contribution and moving ahead. Sometimes it's easy to sit back when you're employed, so to speak, and kind of think, well, it's my employer, I'm good, I'm safe. I would say, no, not true. In 2023, we want to be intentionally leading ourselves, directing our performance, and growing always in a couple of areas. I would encourage you, starting tomorrow, to consider yourself to be self-employed and think of one or two abilities, strengths, or skills that you would like to either learn, relearn, or unlearn going forward. This will enable you to begin to have the mindset of an entrepreneur. What's an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is someone who's fully in charge of their future. And I want to encourage you to have that mindset shift. Here's why, and this is not a negative comment. Companies don't really plan your future. You have to. That doesn't mean that they don't provide opportunity. But you and I have to be fully in charge of the futures that we want to create. And if we give too much power to an outside source, we will in most cases be disappointed. So that being said, going forward, I want to encourage you to consider yourself to be self-employed. The good news is self-employed people always give a great effort. That will give you more leverage. Self-employed people take their time and energy a little bit more seriously. That will also give you more leverage. So there's every reason to do so because it will put you more in charge of your current and your future. There will come a day when you decide to do something different. And that'll be proactively based on the development of your skills and opportunities. And you have every right to do that. And if you do that, we'll wish you well. To rely on a company, I want to say that again, not being negative, but to rely on a company to dictate and develop my future is just a bad strategy. So, the theme of today and the next couple of weeks was when you are born, you look like your parents, and when you die, you look like your decisions. Decision number one, always consider yourself to be self-employed. Next week, a little preview, we're going to take a look at your relationships. Thanks and have a great week.